Only 4 viewers. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 4 viewers. That's nice. Welcome. Cryptomeosis, Ohowski, Resort of Dreams, Rizo, John Jones, Knights of Insomnia. Danish is back. John Doe's burner account. Welcome back. Whale talk. Bro, you called to do Quan Palm. Good for you, man. Unfortunately, I had to start making content about it to mark the top. So, you called to do Quan Pump. We ignored you. Nicely done. Jason for 2 says bullish. I appreciate the 2, man. I appreciate the 2. Yeah, it is bullish. We should be bullish for the next couple of months. That's what we're looking for. Today's video pointed that perfectly, that we should be getting a nice rally over the coming weeks. Every time we get this blue arrow, we actually rally. You have not had the blue arrow since 2022. So we should rally. We're about to get a big rally. Oh, it's Binance. That's why. Yeah, you need to use the full index to get the accurate depiction. But here, rally, 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 rally. There was no rally in 2014, but that doesn't matter. Came later. So we're looking for a big rally over the coming month. Look, even here. Oh, I missed that part. Yeah, we're about to get a big rally, chat, over the next couple weeks. Question is it a new high or a lower high? Because if it's a lower high, we should get stuck at around 105,000 and then go straight down, like suffocation mode. Even here, you fucking made a lower high. You went straight down. So, on average, what's the measurement? How long does it rally for? 53 days? 36 days? This one was fast. 12 days. 60 day. All right, so we're looking for a 50 to 60 day rally from the bottom, which is Oh my God, that's January. Yo, is the crash in January or February, chat? I think we're looking for February. I don't, it shouldn't be in January. It's too early. Right? It's too early if it's in January. What's going on with my camera? That's better. There you go. $60 viewers means bear market. Yeah, I'm preparing. I mean, the videos. I gotta make some type of shift, bro. The Doge shit ain't cutting it now. I mean, yesterday's Doge video got 1,000 views. I gotta start making other content. Luna Classic's going back to 0, so that shit's not gonna work either. I'm actually jumping on the MicroStrategy train. I made a video about MicroStrategy today. Hopefully it performs well. Because I need some way to make content, or we're gonna have to just shut it down. Expect the unexpected. The streams are earlier now. I mean, it's usually between 12 and 2. But yeah, I figured I gotta get it over with. But I like that we're finally getting some type of relief. Because I was getting a little nervous, like, yo, is this shit really gonna not go up? But now we are. I am leaving this space for the next chapter of my life, for better, for worse. It's really sad that that it has to end this way. We had so much planned for our lives, and now there is nothing. Yeah, I mean, there's a sad story. It's a sad story, but you got to give yourself a little window of grievance and then get back to it, because you could evolve and accept that the goalpost for your life just simply gets pushed back, or you can accept that you'll never reach the goalpost. And there's nothing wrong with either, right? Some people just have to tap out and just live a normal life. And for some people, there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I didn't forgive myself, but I already said, okay, back to work. Now I gotta start over. Because there's nothing, I don't know anything else, right? I don't know anything else. This is all I know. So the fact that we made the money, we just lost it, tells me that the problem is not making the money. The problem is not keeping the money. So next time, just keep the money. I accept that I'll never be a millionaire. I'll accept the dream that I once had is dead, but that doesn't mean that my life is over. Now I just have to get the money back and then start something different. But yeah, the riding off into the sunset's never gonna happen. But maybe we don't have to ride into the sunset. Like David B said, maybe this is the sunset. But there is no sunset, man, unfortunately. So you can pack your bags and choose something else, or you can double down and figure it out, you know? There's no right answer. Only you know the answer. We are sad for the souls that got drained and didn't resist. Shut down your only stream of revenue? Do you actually believe that, or are you just trolling? Some stuff you say is so triggering. Yeah, your problem and everyone else's problem is you guys believe what you want to believe. So I could be telling you the truth, and if you don't believe it, then I'm lying. I could be lying, and if you believe it, you say I'm telling the truth. So I can't win either way. So I just say whatever, and whatever you guys want to run with, you can run with it. It doesn't matter to me. Sit down, shut your fat mouth, know your role, and enjoy the ride. You got to be like Mighty Man. Just enjoy life day by day. Right, Mighty Man? Mighty Man's a chill dude. Mighty Man's a chill guy. A lot of us have that story. I hit it big in 21, but didn't sell. Just gotta keep going. I think we have to accept that the crypto dream is dead. We had it, but we threw it away. Crypto's not what it once was, but that doesn't mean the market's not what that doesn't mean the market's dead. You're just gonna have to find another way. There's always another opportunity. It's time to fix the market. Yeah, I'm with you. We're about to get a monster rally over the next 3 weeks. Don't make fun of me. I'm not making fun of you. How am I making fun of you? I said you're a chill guy. You gotta be like Mighty Man. I don't want to come in here and hear that. What? Sit down and shut your fat mouth? Yeah, I'm not gonna say that anymore once the new year starts. I think this is the year I finally turn into a man and stop acting like a child. Because it's not even really funny anymore, honestly. Like, it's really not. I just want to make money and that's it. I don't want to have this, it's time to evolve. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with my YouTube channel because the Doge content is not cutting it. I hope I made a MicroStrategy video today. Hopefully it will get some traction. A monster rally to 250K. That's what I'm talking about. I already read that. Baby whales in the house. Baby whale Texas. Baby whale Texas all in on Filecoin. Right before it goes to zero. No. Oh my God. No, 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 no. Chat. Did I not say when we were back here that if it's a bear market, it's gonna go right back down? Holy fucking shit. Yo, we're so bearish, dude. Nah, dude, the market is telling you it's a bear market, so prepare accordingly. That is not a bull market activity. Every time these coins spike up, they just get sent right back down. Happy Sunday, got liquidated again. I'm not depositing. Shadow Roam. Yo, don't add any more money to the fucking market, bro. Listen, guys, not everyone's a trader, all right? I know YouTube likes to push the narrative, and people with no profile pictures and no camera like to push a narrative that you have to trade. You don't have to trade, okay? Not losing your money is a trade. People only post people only post their wins. They never share their losses. So if you don't know how to trade, then don't trade. It's that simple. Not everyone has to be a trader. You can be an investor, and if it's a bear market, not losing money is a trade. Because think about it. You could buy Bitcoin at 90K, or you can buy twice as much Bitcoin at 45K. So not buying anything is a winning trade because at some point Bitcoin will go back up here. It's just going to take a while. J Powell says QT is over, QE is in. To the moon, baby. Barbecue chicken time. Yeah, it's been barbecue chicken time, man. So, listen, time is going by pretty fast. It looks bullish, right? About 2 hours ago it was bearish. Now it's super bullish. But you could see just from looking at the basic moving averages that the market has shifted. I think we're gonna get the relief rally, man. It's coming. It might be January, dude. It fucking might be. But you can see this is the first time we're below the moving average since the bull market began. So there's clearly a shift in the dynamic of the market. You know, every time you fall below this moving average, it's a bear market, man. Every single time. Wait, hold on a second. No, that can't be. Nah, there's no way we go down in January. That's not possible. Because I'm looking at this moving average and I'm like, why does every bear market have a bounce off the moving average and then you break through it? This one you didn't touch it, but you bounced off where it would be. This one you bounced off of it. We bounced off of it in 2025. Yo, you think the market's throwing us a curveball here? No, I'm not gonna overcomplicate it, man. You see what I'm talking about, though? You hit the moving average, then you broke through it. This one, you didn't hit the moving average, but you came near it, and then you broke through it. This one, you hit the moving average, then you broke through it. We never hit the moving average. We just fucking went straight down. But we bounced off of it here, which this was the top for most people's net worth. It was here and here. So if you overlay this, yeah, it says the crash would be in January, but that's overcomplicating it. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. We're shooting for January or February. I don't care where it is. Could be either or. But once we get the bear signals, that'll be the cue. We don't have them yet, which is good. We don't want to be, you don't want to be prematurely bearish either, because that would get you wrecked. But you did not get a 4-day Gaussian channel print. Once the Gaussian channel turns red on the 4-day, it doesn't mean that the crash is coming, but it means the crash is in the background. You got a little bit of time. This was 32 days. This one was significantly longer at 120 days. This one was immediate. So we would ideally like to see a big move to like 102,000 in January. Yeah, but see, this is too long. I think, man, I don't know. I think we're going to be up there by February. You guys don't think this is realistic, man? I know everyone's looking for it, but it's literally happening. It's, like I know everyone says relief rally, but it's not like it's not happening. It's happening. We've been going up now for 2 weeks. Yeah. Chat, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been bullish for 2 weeks already. So, I mean, if we go up and make a higher high, that's literally a relief rally. But we don't yet have the 4-day channel. When we get the 5-day channel, it's over. Bearish. Yeah, but this isn't going to print for a while. Nah, we're good. It's not going to be January. It's going to be February. That shit's not even close to turning red. We'll be all right. We're in the mix. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got this shit. We're going to get it, boys. Yeah, man. This is so annoying with Turbo. It looks like it's going to pop at any moment, but I'm afraid at any moment it's going to get rugged. Yeah, it's potentially a bear market, so if you want to chase pops, that's up to you, man. If you want to chase pump and dumps in a bear, that's up to you. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Hold on. We got some more data coming in. Who is this guy? I'm gonna follow this guy on Twitter. Yep, following this guy. Yo, we're gonna have to verify this information. But this gentleman says Bitcoin mining cost is now 74,600. Which the hash ribbons for some reason don't work anymore. It's a busted indicator. But the miner capitulation is bearish. When we break below their cost, they start selling. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. I wish there was a way to see the average cost to produce one Bitcoin. Maybe there is. Yeah, so it looks like if we go below 80,000, that is the cascade. Because MicroStrategy's average cost is around 74,000. I know Google says it's 66,000, but it's not. It's 74,000. You don't think it's odd that MicroStrategy's average cost is also the cost to produce one Bitcoin by the miners? And look at where we bounced. Brother, I'm telling you, they already know this shit is gonna happen. I think we got a chance, dude, to make it out of here. Look, we bounced right at the blue moving average, which is a hair above their average cost. Just like in 2022, we bounced off their moving average. And once we break the moving average, it's just a waterfall of selling. The miners capitulate. MicroStrategy, they don't sell, but they go underwater. The Gaussian channel flash is red. Nah, I think we're right where we need to be. Honestly, we're getting pinched between the middle of the channel and the bottom of the channel. Let me see if there's a way to see the average cost to produce one Bitcoin. This website's decent. Miners, Bitcoin hash price, is that what it is? No. Others chart, Bitcoin hash ribbons. Yo, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Dude, they need to produce a new hash ribbons indicator. The hash ribbon's already printed bearish. You motherfucker. Dude. The hash ribbon's already printed bearish. Even though it doesn't really mean anything. How do we find their average cost? Yo, motherfucker. It's actually fun. It's actually kind of fun to say that. Yo, motherfucker. Does anyone know how to find the average cost of a miner's Bitcoin production price? It costs $1,000 of electricity to mine one Bitcoin. Yeah, right, brother. You fucking wish. There's 146 people in the chat. Does anyone know where I can find the average cost of a miner to produce one Bitcoin? Or does nobody have any type of information at all? I gotta find everything on my own. Does anybody have an idea? Maybe somewhere I can look. I found it, don't worry. Oh my god, they want me to subscribe. These motherfuckers. You motherfucker. Dude. You fucking motherfucker. Sorry, my foul language is out of control. You motherfucker. It looks like it says according to AI, as of December 6th, the average cash cost to mine one Bitcoin has reached 74,000. It's around 70 to 75,000. Yeah, but is there a chart to look at that? All right, so it looks like everything says once Bitcoin falls below 80 to 70,000, it's straight down. And if the 2-week Gaussian channel, it should be there as well. Yeah, it's 80,000. Okay. So we should be in the clear. We should be bullish for another month. Because we've been going up since November 22nd. So how many days is that? 20? Like 16, something like that. Yeah. So if we make it to December 15th and we still don't break 100,000, then we should break 100,000 in January. Here I go again. It looks like it's gonna pop today, and on Monday it's going down. Yo, Demon is FOMOing into Turbo. Good luck, man. Go get him, Tiger. Don't miss the bull run. The coin's been falling for over a year. You can't miss the fucking bull run, man. Nah, I get it, dude. I'm just kidding. I get it. It's FOMO. That's what crypto is. That's why crypto sucks. It just creates FOMO and you're gonna miss it, and I get it. So you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Go get him, champ. Go get him, champ. We gotta get this bounce. Surely there's a website that shows you the fucking production price. That's the word I'm looking for. What is the production price over time? Hash price? No. I think when the hash rate capitulates, is that bearish? Is that bearish? Technically, yes, but it's not the kind of bearish I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not the bearish I'm looking for. Yo, look, even this website has the M2 chart. You don't say, look. It's got the M2 chart with a 10-week lead. But you can see every time it's a bear market, the M2 moves up and Bitcoin doesn't. And then when Bitcoin starts rug pulling to the bottom, then the M2 goes down. That's what's happening now. Look, the M2 is going up, but we're not. It happened in 2017 as well. See? The M2 went up, but we went down. Did it happen in 2013 as well? Oh man. Yeah, I'm telling you, chat. This might be it. We gotta find Fed funds. Yo, this website's pretty good, cuh. Excuse me. Yeah, no wonder this bull run sucked. Look at the Fed funds rate, man. There's no old season. The next bull run is gonna be great. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Oh, what else we got on here? M2 growth. It doesn't really help. Oh, he actually made a lower high. Yo, hey chat. M2 year over year made a lower high just now. You motherfucker. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's coming. Look at this dude. Dude, this is the first time it made a lower high. Look at this dude. No, he made a lower high right here. There's gotta be... There's gotta be... an average cost chart. Bitcoin mining cost. This guy says, you're so defeated, just give up. And then the last thing he said was, I'm high off hopium. So this guy's a moon boy. I'm about to sell it all and hide in a corner, high off hopium. So you're defeated, you fat fuck. You joined 5 days ago just to say that, you fat piece of shit. Market trying to bounce. Wait, someone said something. Bitcoin mining costs, trading view. Bitcoin mining cost. No spaces. Spaces. What do I have to do? What do we have to do? Mining cost indicator. Oh, it's an indicator. Oh, the price of Bitcoin has never... The price of Bitcoin has never fallen below the mining cost. So what happens if it does? They better they gotta drive the price down. Yo, how do they cut the cost of how do they cut the cost of a Bitcoin? Well, I guess you can say it doesn't because yeah, but it will. If this is true. You know why I know it will? Because the gap is shrinking. Yo, this is gonna be the first time in history. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. No, this is, yo, it's, oh man, holy fucking shit. This is gonna be the first time in history. Well, it's not gonna be the first time in history. It's happened before COVID, but look at the gap. This was such a shit bull market that the gap between the cost to mine a Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin has basically eroded to nothing. So this bear market will be the first time. It's not the first time. I don't know why I keep saying that. But you can see every time it has fallen below, it has marked a bottom. But that's not going to happen this time because in the past, you had a lot of room in between. You don't have that. And like every bull run, it's shrinking. So at some point, you're going to break below the cost to mine a Bitcoin. But it's also worth noting that when the price of Bitcoin moves down sharply, the cost also moves down sharply. So how does the cost of Bitcoin fall? What has to happen? Like the miners just close down shop? We're actually due for a move down. We've been climbing since 2022. Looks like you get a move down every couple of years. Yeah, so this wasn't what I thought it was then. But thank you for sharing. Saved us time because we don't, now it's useless. I thought, see, I was under the assumption that it was like every time we fall below this, the miners sell. That's what I thought it was. But it turns out it's not. Increase in hash rate cuts cost per Bitcoin. Is that what it is? So how do you increase the hash rate? By having more miners? Yeah, but that's like kind of unsustainable because if it's costing more money to mine a Bitcoin, you need more miners, but the miners can't survive if the price goes down. So that's my question. When do the miners start selling all their Bitcoin? Is there a chart for that? It's supposed to be the hash ribbons, but it doesn't really help us. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the middle of the live stream. Thank you for sharing, Ratio. The indicator wasn't as helpful as I thought it would be, but at least you found it. I just thought it was odd because MicroStrategy's average cost is the same as the production price. That's so bizarre. So I feel like once we fall below 74,000, that's it. Like it's just gonna be straight down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chris Hansen has entered the chat. What do you mean by that? So we did just get 5-day candles, but there's nothing new. Oh, today's Sunday, so we're gonna get some stuff today. Maybe we have enough, right? Maybe we don't want to, maybe we're looking for overkill. Just let it play out. So whenever we get to 100K, it should be in January. If it's a bear market. If it happens in December, it might be bullish. But now you only got 3 weeks of December left. Someone named Vision Pulse Fat Boy is lurking around in influencers' chats. That's all right. That guy's in love with me, bro. It makes me happy that someone actually looks up to me that way. And it also doesn't bother me what he says because I don't give a fuck about what the other influencers think either. If an influencer is dumb enough to believe what a troll is saying, then let them believe it, bro. Vision Pulse Fat Boy. That's a good one. Yeah, it's the same guy for the last 2 years. I think he lives in India or like some country over there. because his English is broken. Uh, he's just obsessed with me. But that's funny. That's a good name. Trump's new Fed guy is gonna pump the markets. Yeah, but that's not for another 8 months, man. Isn't Powell leaving in June? So what do we got? January, February, March, April, May, June, 7 months. 7 months from now. You'll hit 100K in December or roll over and die. I think 100K in December is too bullish. I think if we might just be staircasing, which I think is the best case scenario. This way there's no FOMO, where it's like we go up, then down, 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 and then we hit 100K here somewhere, and then we start to roll over. But my thing is, yeah, I guess it could look like this. It doesn't have to necessarily go straight down. That's worth pointing out too. Oh, we get an 11-day candle today too. Nice. Oh shit, we just got a 10-day bear. That wasn't there yesterday. Yeah, it just printed today, that's why. All right, chat, another bear candle just printed. Okay, I'm telling you, man, the signs are starting to show. Last time you printed a bear candle was right here, January, February of 2022. And then here, June. I mean, again, you did have a bear candle here and here too. So if you want to use those, that's up to you. But we were bullish since April of 2023. Now we got a bear candle. So that's a big deal. That's a big print, dude. We got a 9-day bear, a 10-day bear. No 12-day bear just yet. But we don't want a 12-day bear. 12-day bear is where it's the top. So we don't want to get a 12-day bear yet, because then we're screwed. Yeah, we want a 12-day bear in February, maybe January. Two-week bear is the point of no return. Yeah, that's not even close. Nah, the crash isn't gonna be in January, dude. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be February. How far from the top was this? 168. This one was 280. But my question is, was this 280? No, it's 380. Okay. I think February is the date, man. Three-week bear marks the bottom. So what's between 2 weeks and 3 weeks? 13 days, right? No. Oh, 13-day bear is pretty good too. Wait, what's between... Wait, I didn't even think of that. Right? What's between 2 weeks and 3 weeks? All of that time. See, I think if you don't have premium, you can't do this. What's 15 days? Do I already have that? No, I don't. Yeah, man. I'm checking under every rock, dude. I refuse to be wrong. Not be wrong, but I refuse to be ignorant. That's the word. What's after 16? 17? 17, you say? You say, what's after 16? What do you mean by that? 18? Alright, I'm not gonna go overboard. I might as well. It's only two more. 19. 20. You say, what's 13? What do you mean by that? 15? 15 is too young, right? Yeah, it's too not too young, too early, whatever I'm trying to say. It's like it's not there yet. It's not 18 yet, so it's still too young. Yeah, so 15 is too 15 is good though, actually. Look. If it prints a bear signal, it's bearish. Yeah, so 15 is good. What about 16? 16 is too late. I mean, it's good to have, but it's just too late. By then, it's already bearish. Yeah, so these other time frames are rubbish. Yeah, 17 is too late too. 18 is, yeah, 18 is rubbish. All right, so we had it right the first time. It's like 12. I think the sweet spot is 12. You say the sweet spot is 12. What do you mean by that? Looks like the 12-day candle is the top. But we're not even close to printing. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say we're not close, but it's going to take like 3 candles, which is 30 days from now, which is January. So we should be fine. Alright, I think this is gonna work, dude. I think this is gonna work, chat. I think this is gonna work. Brand new for 5 says Sunday check on Fartcoin. Would you sell your last half bag right now or wait to see if it breaks the resistance? I appreciate the 5. Fartcoin, what you gonna do? Fartcoin's about to rip, bro. I think we're about to get a nasty relief rally. It's gonna cause a lot of FOMO. I'm not saying to buy in, but I would probably give it until the end of December. And if Fartcoin doesn't break over 44 cents, then it's not going up. You clearly got some sellers coming in here. So it's up to you if you want to sell. But I think Bitcoin's about to have a big relief rally over the next 2 months. Which doesn't mean that Fartcoin is gonna go up. Because Fartcoin is on Solana. And Solana is not bouncing with Bitcoin. So it's up to you if you want to sell. The 382 retracement is typically where a top forms. So selling at the 382 is not like idiotic in my opinion, but you just got to live with it if it rallies all the way back up to $5. I'm just kidding. Nah. I mean, listen, this is a bullish pattern, a giant double bottom here. Actually, it's a triple bottom. So if Fartcoin pushes through 42, it should go right to 71. And then 71 would probably be the top. But it's up to you if you want to take the gamble or not. Right? So I mean, some people think it's still a bull market. So if it's still a bull market, then Fartcoin will rip through this. But you know, if you don't want to sell the 382 and you want to sell the 618, you run the risk of selling below the 236. So it's trading, which I'm not a trader, is a probability game. The indicator suggests it's a bear market with a relief rally. Fartcoin already had a relief rally. So if it's able to hang out up here as Bitcoin pushes up to 100K, it should break through. But if you see Fartcoin still at 42 cents as Bitcoin inches higher, then the top is already in. And it's just sitting here waiting for it to roll over. So me personally, if I were greedy, I'd just hold it until the end of December. If I just wanted to take my profit, now would be the time to do so because it is at the 382. So it's not a question that I can answer. But if you're a trader and you're selling at resistance in what is known as a potential bear market, that's usually what happens. That's what people do. They short at resistance. So there's too many variables. It's up to you. But I mean, selling at the 382 retracement is not the worst idea. I would probably say if you're a moon boy, waiting until the end of December would probably be, you could probably squeeze the most juice out. Because there should be a relief rally, which means if we pump from here, Fartcoin should explode up to 71. Question is, what if we fall flat again and then get the relief rally? Like this. So there's a lot of variables. You have to make that decision. But technically, as long as you're below the 382 at 42, Blue 42 said, hi, it's technically bearish. But I appreciate the 5, big boy. Helps out a lot in times of despair. Bitcoin Bajan for 10. I appreciate that. Moodang looks like it's waking up, trying to decide if jumping in is worth it. Moodang to $2 or 7 cents. I appreciate the 10. Yeah, I saw Moodang spiked on my Chinese exchange. The problem is you're buying these coins after they already go up, my brother in Christ. So if you're gonna FOMO into something, you gotta FOMO in before it does this. Which is a couple of weeks ago, I was saying if you think you're gonna FOMO in, like not you specifically, but if you're gonna FOMO into something, it's gotta be before it breaks out, not after it already breaks out. So I don't know if Moodang is the best option, honestly, because you already rallied by 3x. Like this thing just did what it did in the summer, where obviously the summer move was much larger, but once you had that move, the top was in and it just went down for eternity. So what do I think is the most likely scenario? It's very possible that the top is in, just like this was the bottom. But if Bitcoin gets a relief rally, you might like inch your way back up like this and then go down. Kind of like how here you like grinded down and then went up. Something like this essentially. Where if you sold here, you pretty much sold the top, but like it took an entire month to get back up there and then it went down. That's probably what you're going to see for Moodang. But I think the FOMO time has already passed. Personally, you know, you're supposed to buy it when it's down low, not when it already went up. So I would say 88 is your support. If you want to buy it here, it's up to you. Technically above 88 is bullish. Below 88 is very bearish. So if you want to take the gamble, that is entirely up to you. There's probably better options out there. If you had to FOMO into something, I would probably say FOMO into something that didn't already run 300%. Because this thing spiked up all the way here. Now there's people that bought in up here. So if they decide they want to sell, it's going to go down easier. But 88 and 79 are your two supports. Anything lower than 79 and whoever bought up there is never getting their money back, in my opinion. But I would say there's probably better options out there. Fartcoin a better option? No. Fartcoin is also at resistance. You want to find something that's at support. Alright, so Fartcoin is at the 382 retracement. FOMOing in at the 382 retracement is the same thing as... What is that? FOMOing in at the 382 retracement. What's a good analogy here? I can't think of one. I'm not that smart. I guess it would be like trying to put more gas in your car when it's already full. Like you might be able to squeeze some out, but you might, most of the time it gets rejected. So if you know, when you squeeze the gas pump and if it's full, it like automatically unsqueezes. You're trying to put your nozzle into a gas tank that's already full. You might be able to squeeze some more gas out, but most of the time it just shuts down. So I don't know if I would do that either. You'd have to look for something that is down here. Like Pepe, for example. Pepe is a great example. Pepe will most likely have a relief rally, but there's no guarantees. You see how Pepe's 382 is up here at 68? This is probably on the table. You don't want to FOMO into something that's already up here. Because if the relief rally doesn't happen, then it's going to get rejected. But I appreciate the 5. Helps out a lot. Actually, it was 10. I appreciate that. But I don't think Mudang is going to $2. No. Could it go to 7 cents? Oh, it's already above 7 cents. But, I mean, if you want to FOMO in, it's up to you. I would wait for it to come down a little bit more, and then if it never comes down, then you never get in. But personally, I would say something that already spiked up, you're probably better off just walking away, picking something else. But technically, if you wanted to gamble right now at 88, that's up to you. 88 would be the support, and 79. Any lower than 79, and it's really bearish, really, really bad. So it's up to you. But I do appreciate the 10, man. It helps out a lot in times of despair. Gwills for 5 says, keep up the good work, mate. I appreciate the 5. It helps out a lot. It really does help out in times of need. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Nav Kicks for 5 says, Keycat trying to reverse. I appreciate the 5. Keycat. Keycat's on Coinbase. Yeah, Keycat had a nice reversal off the low. Yeah, Keycat did a 2x off the low, man. That's the problem with these shit coins. You gotta buy the exact bottom. But, I mean, again, every time we get a 2x off the low, it goes straight down. So, yeah, I don't know if Keycat is the best option either. But, yeah, you're hitting the 236 this time. Yeah, I'm not sure Keycat is the best FOMO option either. I would say if you can clear 15, it should be really bullish to 17 and then 21. So we'll say short-term bullish on Keycat as long as it remains above 12, as you can see here. If it falls below 12, the top is in, it's going to roll over again. And as long as it's over 12, you could push higher, and getting over 15 would send you up to 1957. The good old days, the 50s. Actually, we're getting close to the 50s. Holy shit. Right? 20 years from now, it's the 40s. Oh, man. I appreciate the 5 from Big Boy. I appreciate the 5. Helps out a lot in times of despair. Going to buy Fetch at 4 in October. Yo, Sonny, I made a MicroStrategy video. Hopefully you watch it. I'm getting desperate for content. I don't know what I'm supposed to make. The Doge crew is abandoning me. The videos are barely getting 1,000 views. Which means we're deep in the bear market. Yo, chat, we're almost 3 months in already. All of October, all of November. Oh no, we're only 2 months in. That's why if we're still below 100K by January 1st, we're 3 months in already. There's only 9 months left. Possible top for Peanut. That one might rip. I appreciate the 5. I see you got the FOMO itch. I like it. You have to buy in. Yeah, you could FOMO into Peanut. That could be a good one. But just keep in mind that these coins are overvalued. So at any moment, you can fall by 50%. So just keep that in mind as you step on the minefield. But Peanut did come down to fill the wick, which is a good sign. So if we do get a relief rally, you may see a rally back up to 15 for a 2x. So keep in mind, this is a very large gamble. I think if Bitcoin pumps to 100 something K, then Peanut should rally to 15. A break above 15 will signal big bull run. A rejection at 15 would be the point of no return where it goes back to 4 cents. So as long as Peanut is below 15, it is considered bearish. As long as Peanut is below 11, it's extremely bearish. Keep in mind that there's no guarantees Bitcoin bounces to 100K in one go. It could be very choppy, which is why I call it the chop zone, the peanut gallery. There's no guarantees that Peanut doesn't rug, right? Peanut could just fall off the table at any time. So as long as Peanut is below 11, it is considered bearish. But Peanut would not be the worst option as you are down at the wick support. And if you're betting on a relief rally, then this may be a good option. But again, you're gambling because there's no guarantees that we even bounce on these garbage pails. I do appreciate the 5. Helps out a lot, man. But if Peanut breaks 16, it should go to 33 or 24. Now, I would like to reiterate, chat, that according to the bear market, the move down usually begins around 150 days from the top. So your relief rally should have started by now, which it very well may have, which is why some of these coins are starting to pop. Because technically the bottom was in November, so now we're in the peanut zone where Bitcoin slowly grinds up like this and you see coins pop. But historically, 150 days from the top is where the coins just start falling off the table. So good luck. That's what it is. Look, 2 times in a row, it's 140. You had 140 in 2018. You had 140 in 2022. 140 this time is in March. So your relief rally has already started, chat. I think in 2014 it was a little larger. It's a little larger. 185. I appreciate the 5. Chris for 5 says, is XVG good for a pump? I appreciate the 5. Thank you very much. Helps out in time of despair. XVG, yeah, never came down to fill the wick yet. At some point, I think it has to come down here. But it's looking like Litecoin. There's a 2017 coin. It could be a nice short-term play, again, assuming we get the bounce, but this is a ginormous bear flag. So I could already tell it looks like a 618. Oh, it's a 0.5 retracement. This thing already got a quadruple top at the 0.5 retracement, which is a very odd retracement. I don't know why it's getting stuck there. But nevertheless, unless it's this, that makes more sense. But it's still the same shit. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best option. I mean, you can clearly see that it looks like it's getting compressed. I think it's very probable that you do spike up to this yellow line one more time. And then if it breaks over 9, you'll rally all the way up to 1.1 cents, which is a 2x. But you do have to keep in mind that this is, technically it's a 0.5 retracement. So maybe you do spike up to 1 cent. And then that ends up being the top. But this is a ginormous bear flag. So if we do get this relief rally and XVG fails to break out by February or March, which maybe it ends up getting one of these big spikes again where it does spike up. And then if we come to February and it doesn't break out, you should get the big crash like this, which you can see how it would look. You would have a giant shoulder, a head, a giant shoulder, and then it would go down. So normally these garbage pails go up before they go down. So if I had to guess, you could take a gamble if you want, if you're a gambling man. I do think a spike up to 1 cent is on the table, but it has to happen before February or it's not happening, in my opinion. I think all these relief pumps should start now, honestly, between now and the end of the month. Because you got to remember, chat, that once January 1st comes, we're over a month away from the low. So the closer you get, the further away you get from November 21st, the shorter the rally ends up being. Because if it's a bull market, for the people that still think it's a bull market, this is your chance for it to go up and make a new all-time high. Like, you're in it right now. It doesn't feel like it because it's not moving, but it's not moving because I don't think it's going back up to make a new all-time high. But if you look at the momentum, this is your chance over the next 3 to 5 weeks. Which maybe it's still early, but the RSI has curled up. So over the next couple of weeks, my guess would be probably by February, yeah. That seems fair, right? How long did this take? From the bottom to overbought, it took 42 days. So if we start here, 42 days. Actually, you got plenty of time. You got 77 days. Holy shit. Yeah, you still got time. But this should be when it's bullish over the next 70 days. So, good luck to all the gamblers. No more bets. Place your bets. I appreciate the 5 from Mr. Chris. I appreciate the 5. Went on Sol. Yeah, I don't know. Solana's trying to turn up on the RSI, but the wicks keep coming in. Yeah, we should be, but like here's the thing, man. Bitcoin made higher highs and higher lows, and look at Solana, man. Oh no, this is the bottom. Yeah, Solana made lower lows until the last second. See? Bitcoin bottomed here. Solana made a lower low in in February and March. So there's no guarantees that Solana's going to spike up with Bitcoin. Which is why if the dominance goes up again, it's just bearish. It's just bearish no matter how you slice it. But this is ETH's chance to rally too. Someone pointed out yesterday that the ETH Bitcoin pair is going up. So I took this cutout from, I don't even know when. I think I took it from up here, actually. Yeah, look, I took the same cutout from the top last cycle, and I just overlaid it to where Ethereum bottomed. And it's like, how do we know we're not doing this? Where we're about to get the relief rally into January, February, and then it crashes. This is bullshit, obviously. It's just speculation. You're getting FOMO bad, almost buying peanut. You just get in there, brother. You got unlimited money anyway, so fuck it. Yo, what do you mean you're getting FOMO bad? Bro, I just showed you 1,000 indicators that say it's bearish. Look, these aren't even indicators. They're actually like on-chain measurements, metrics. Like this is the first time this is the first time since the bull market started that we made a lower low on Bitcoin profit and supply and profit and loss. Like, this is a trend reversal. It's bearish. All of these metrics are turning bearish. This one doesn't turn bearish until the bear market's about to end. See, it stays red for a while. Actually, they all stay red for a while. So the fact that ours isn't even red yet says that the bear market didn't really pick up steam. See? It only turns red once you start getting to the bottom here. But then it stays red even though the price goes up. So we've been making lower highs. By the time this turns red though, you're already deep in a bear market. You got to get in there, champ. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this dude. Three red dots. Look at this dude. Nah, I get it though. I do genuinely. The only reason why I'm kind of not FOMO'd now is because it's halfway through December almost. Like, you know. Like I felt a little bit of FOMO back here because I was like, yo, are we about to go up again? But then when we fell, I said to myself, I would really like for us to go down one more time. I didn't say it to you guys. I said it to myself. And then when we got it, I was like, okay. Now I'm starting to get worried that we're not going up fast enough. Because the longer we stay down here, these indicators are going to start turning bearish. And they're not supposed to turn bearish until we're about to go straight down. But the longer we sit here doing nothing, the more probable it becomes they're going to turn red. Which is why I'm happy this isn't red yet. Because when this turns red, it doesn't mean the crash is coming, but it means the crash is like yelling your name. Hello, 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 hello. See, you still had another 30 to 40 days. But if it would have turned red today, then we would have only had 30 days, which is January 7th. That's going to mess everything up. I need it to be pushed out to like February. But the 5-day doesn't even look bearish. Someone in the chat said yesterday that this only turns red when it goes flat. This is going to take a while to turn flat. It looks like it's going to turn flat here. But when this thing turns red, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go, go, go. Like, you gotta pass go. Don't collect 200. Just go. Just go. But it's not red right now. So. Oh, I showed you the Binance one. If you show Binance, it changes the data. See, it turned red right at the top. You gotta run. Run. You know that song? Run. Boom, 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 boom. That's what this is. When this thing turns red, you gotta run. Boom, 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 boom. So it's good that it's not red yet. The 3-day is red though. But that doesn't mean anything because the 3-day was red here and here. But you can't get a 5-day red without getting a 3-day red. And after 3 is 4. So once the 4-day turns red, I think that's the warning, like, okay, the crash is knocking on the door. And then when it turns 5-day, it's like, run. Boom, 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 boom. I just keep saying that. What did I say before? You motherfucker. 6-day is like kind of too late. Yeah, by the time the 2-day prints, it's already barbecue chicken. Oh, it was good here, 6-day. Oh, this one was good too. Yeah, but you were already barbecue chicken by the time you went down there. I think the 4 and the 5-day are much better. Yeah, see, the 4-day let you know. Like, oh shit. Even 5-day might have been better, actually. Nah, even 5-day was barbecue chicken. Alright, so this market cycle, the Gaussian channel wasn't that good. Well, that's why we have other indicators though. But they're all saying the same thing. It's like February. Oh, actually, what about the other time frames I just added? You say you added a 16. What do you mean by that? 16. Yeah, even here, you don't go into this channel before you go straight down. So 16 is off limits. So you go down south. I guess that's true, right? You say 16 is off limits. Yeah, the 16-day channel is off limits until you go down to the south. See? You're going down south. So we can't go down yet. Yep, 15's the same thing. Yo, we're in the same spot. That's why this relief rally is imperative. You know, but like whenever I get FOMO, I just look at the Gaussian channel and it takes all my FOMO away. Like you guys can see that we're not supposed to be down here. The whole bull run. But like let's just like if you say it out loud, it also calms you down. The whole bull run, we were away from the Gaussian channel, and now it's about to be the end of the 4th year when Bitcoin always has topped. And every time in the 4th year Bitcoin has topped, the following year it was bearish, and you're in the same spot that you're in right now. But it's different this time because I didn't make any money. It would be different this time if we weren't where we're supposed to be. If we were still at 103,000, you could start saying, yo, it's different this time. But like, we're doing the exact same thing that we always do when it's a bear market. So for me, how is it different this time if every single thing is exactly the same? Like, what is different? And Mr. Cohen, we love me some Mr. Cohen. He's saying that 2019 didn't top on euphoria. I'm pretty sure the RSI was off the fucking screen. It wasn't off the screen, but it was pretty high. You know, when the RSI is overbought, that is euphoria. Like, how, I don't know, can we say it wasn't euphoria if it's almost as high as the whole bull run? It wasn't that much shorter than this. So the RSI got pretty high pretty quickly. I don't know if I could say that wasn't euphoric. I mean, look at how high the RSI was. Look, it's the same high as this. Yeah, it's pretty high to me, Charlie. I mean, dude, look at this dude. Yo, you motherfucker. That motherfucker selling rat poison. I'm just kidding. Look, the RSI was higher than the whole bull market. This is not a non-euphoric top, my brother in Christ. Dude, the RSI is almost as high as this. You motherfucker. It's a wrap, chat. But that's what calms me down. Like, you would have an argument that it wasn't a bear market if we weren't doing exactly what we always do when it's a bear market. That's why I was getting FOMO a little bit, but it's all gone now because now I'm getting bear FOMO where I'm like, what if it just goes down without going up? Because everyone and their grandmother is saying, yo, let's get a relief rally. What if it doesn't and it just falls off the table? That's why, I mean, brother, I did it accidentally. Even this, like you can look at any time frame, and that's why it calms me down because I look at any time frame. It doesn't matter if they're 18. It does matter if they're 18. This is actually 8. Obviously 8-day time frame, obviously. But the 8-day time frame is a random ass time frame. But you're in the middle of the Gaussian channel floating around the middle line. And here you were in the middle of the Gaussian channel floating around the middle line. And that's where we are right now. When the entire bull market, we have never been here. Obviously, yes, we came here in the summer of 2023, but we came from the bottom. And in this time frame, we were all bullish because we're always bullish. But there were a lot of perma bear YouTubers saying we're going to go down again. I think even Mr. Cohen was pointing something out that it has to go down again. And we just blasted up. Now you're seeing the same thing in the other direction where it's like we don't want to accept that it's bullish because we didn't make any money, but the market doesn't give a shit. Which is why maybe it was like last week, we made the peanut gallery chart because people are going to get chopped up left and right. Some of you guys are going to make a lot of money. Some of you guys are going to lose all your money. Some of you are going to do nothing. Just, I don't know, whatever you do, you do. But we're doing exactly what we always do before we go down. It's just, are we going to get the relief rally or are we not? And that's why this morning I made the video about the super guppy, because the super guppy printed a blue bar for the first time. We just got the candle 2 days ago, or last candle rather. But the entire bull market, you did not have a blue candle. So why is this one bullish? You know, like when I see these things, it's not bullish. It's just not. Like I'm not, it's literally, it's not. You've never had a blue arrow and then a fucking big bull run came in. You get a relief rally, which is what we're looking for. The only time a big bull run came in was COVID-19, which you could argue this broke the indicator back here. But even in 2019, you got a blue arrow, you spiked up, and then you went straight down. So it was like, I don't think you've ever had a blue arrow. Maybe the first bull run, it could be. Look, even in 2014. Okay, the first, nah. You still made another low. Chat. You've never had a blue arrow and made a new all-time high without making a new low. The only exception to that is the COVID-19 bottom. Because even in 2019, you got the blue arrow, you got a fake high, and then you made a new low. So I can't look at that and say, well, it's different this time. You know, it's like you're betting against data that has, there's 15 years of data now. It's fucking nuts to say because I've been here for so long already, but there's 15 years of data. That's a long time. Think about that. There's 15-year-olds right now that are doing things that adults do, and they weren't even around when they didn't even exist. Now they're fully functioning adults driving McLarens, some of them. Right? Yeah, 2011. Oh, I guess they were 1 year old. 1 year old, whatever. So there's like, this is like hard battle tested data. And again, I'm not trying to speak in absolutes. Maybe this is the first time in history that it's wrong. But if you want to bet on that, I'm not telling you not to. You got to do what's best for you. I'm trying to show you the data and you do whatever you want with it. You know? Last time I said, oh, well, I don't like this data, so I'm not going to show it to you. And that's why I ended up how I ended up. That this time I'm not doing that. I'm showing you the data. If you don't care, you don't care. I don't care. You gotta do what's best for you. And I'm looking at every single time frame. That's why I have all these random ass time frames, because if I was just showing you select time frames, then it would be cherry picking. I'm showing you every single time frame. And the thing is, we don't have a 1 week blue. Today's Sunday, chat. If we get a blue arrow tomorrow, get fucked. No, I'm just kidding. But if we get a blue arrow tomorrow, again, it says you're in here somewhere. This one, you didn't even get a blue arrow back here. You got a blue arrow here. And you got a blue arrow here. So again, you've never had a blue arrow and it was bullish. This was the only time right here when the indicator first came out. Like literally, it wasn't even a fully developed human. It was still a little swimmy. This one was the bottom. So that's obviously debatable if it's bearish or bullish, but so yeah, I'm just trying to show you all the data, and I I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you to buy. The only thing I said, not financial advice, was don't lose all your money. That could be people shorting too. You know how many people probably shorted back here saying, oh my God, we're in a bear market. And then they got liquidated. That's why that shit is dangerous. Which is why it's called the chop zone. The regular people like us try and start trading and we get chopped up. That's why if you're a regular person, there's nothing wrong with being a regular person. I'm a regular person. But yeah, we're exactly where we always are. And that's why I said earlier, for like the past 3 days, if it's a bull market and it's the first time in NBA history, I'm not speaking in absolutes. Maybe this is the first time. Maybe it is different. If that is the case, we must go up now. Because if we do not go up now, then it is no different than any other time, and that time is February. So if we do not make a new all-time high by February, there is nowhere to go but $40,000. And just thinking about that makes me excited, not because I want the price to go down, but because if we don't make a new all-time high by February, then the move down would be in March, April, May, June, and then it's the summertime, and then we go to the beach, and then when the beach is done, it's October, and the bottom is in, and we start the bull run again. And if you don't lose all of your money by then you have a chance to make it. Because this was a fantastic bull market for everyone who didn't buy shit coins. If you bought Bitcoin, if you bought MicroStrategy, if you bought Solana, right? If you bought, you could even argue Coinbase to a lesser extent. But still, even if you didn't buy the bottom and you just bought here, you got a 7x. I know to us, we would say, oh, 7x isn't that much. Oh, well, what'd you get this time? Negative 100%? Yep, sorry. So, I mean, even Grayscale. Grayscale did a 10x clean. Yo, 10x from down here would have been great, even though that's what I got anyway, but I lost it. So if you just bought anything besides crypto, you would have been great. Sorry, besides shitcoins. But the thing is, chat, we have it on our side this time because the dominance is already up here. So there is a very high chance that the next market cycle could be very good. Could be very good. So your only goal should just be don't lose all your money by next October. That's it. I mean, shit, even Dogecoin. Like, I know we didn't get the bull run that we wanted, but technically, if you bought the low in June, you did get a 9x, brother. Fucking A. Fucking A, Jared. So it's, you can't lose all your money. And that's the thing, too, is some of the coins will bottom in June. Floki, I'm never going to let it go. I put all my money at the very bottom of Floki. Very bottom. And I shoulda, coulda, woulda been a millionaire, but I didn't because I sold it. And that was the bottom in June. So some coins will bottom in June. Will Ethereum be one of them again? It's possible. Because I know the Hopium chart that's going around is, oh, well, others is bullish. Or whatever. Is it other? Oh, that's fucked, man. Is others dominance, maybe? Maybe it's the other dominance. Where like the MACD is about to turn bullish. But I don't think it's bullish when there's a giant wick down here. We got to go back and fill that shit, dude. So maybe we come down to this level. It takes all 2026. Or maybe it doesn't take all of 2026. Maybe it bottoms in the summer. Then ETH starts rallying. Yeah, but look, this is the bull market right here. Legit. It's very possible that this is what it looks like. The next bull run could be very good, man. Just don't lose all your money. Because this was 2018. And then we made another low. And then we went up. So I'm telling you, we just got to make it to fucking March, dude. If you don't lose any money by March, you're in the clear. Assuming it's bearish. If it makes a new all-time high, then we'll have to address that when it comes. But it's about to be December 8th and we're still at 91,000, brother. So we got to start moving up soon. Because if it's not a bear market, we have how many days to make a new all-time high? We have 2 months to make a new high, chat. We've got T-minus 80 days to make a new all-time high. Yo, Bitcoin Bajan for 5. My bad. I missed the super chat. Did I miss any more? Oh, I missed 5 from Subway too. Subway for 5 says checking in from the poorhouse. Literally went to 0, trying to see where to go from here. And my girlfriend left, but no crying in the casino. It was a good try. I appreciate the 5. Yeah, it's really tough, man. It's a tough situation to be in. I can imagine how you feel. I know how you feel. I know you don't want to hear this, and I know it doesn't really matter right now, but it will. You still have youth on your side. So if you can somehow scrape together 10K in the next 12 months, I know it's very tough, but if I remember correctly, you do have a high-paying job for a 22-year-old. Don't you make like $22 an hour at the cheese factory? I hope you didn't quit that. If you can just scrape together 5K, fuck it. Maybe you can get 10K. And you can just pretend that MicroStrategy is a meme coin and buy it at $10, at $100, or maybe even $90. By the time you're 25, this would be a bad dream. Because here's the thing, man. I'm not telling you from experience because I always buy shit coins, but you could just see from looking at the charts. It's much easier to add your money to crypto when the stock is going up. Like when we DCA, we're DCAing into Turbo and Bonk with Hat and a bunch of rubbish. But if you're DCAing into shit like Coinbase and MicroStrategy to a lesser extent, not right now, but it becomes easier to put your money in because you're not losing all your money. So you have to remember that you don't just stop making money just because you put your money into crypto. If you waited, not financial advice, if you put 10K into MicroStrategy when it's at $100, maybe that's not the bottom. When the next bull run comes, you'll at least get 50,000 back. Plus, you'll be working, so you'll make money. You'll get your 100K back easily, man. Now, maybe MicroStrategy doesn't go up next time, but that's just a base case. But I have a hard time believing that because they have 650,000 Bitcoin, bro. That's a lot. That's why I'm going to start covering MicroStrategy on my channel. Because I have to find a way to make content, but I refuse to believe something with so much Bitcoin, you know? Like, how's that shit not gonna run, man? And I think nah, it has to go up, bro. There's no way. There's no fucking way it doesn't go up. Maybe it doesn't, but you get the idea, yeah? So take the time that you need to reset. I know you have to start all over in life, but 22 is a great age to fuck your life up because you can get it all back by 25, fuck it up again, get it all back by 28, fuck it up again. You gotta have it together. I guess technically you don't have to have your life together at any time. No one ever truly figures it out, but at some point you gotta have it rolling, you know. But what I'm saying is you're so young that you can rebuild. So there's been many times, unfortunately, when I was much younger and I only lost a tiny bit of money, I thought my life was over and I ruined my life forever. Now I lost significantly more than that multiple times, but I learned my lesson the first time. Don't do anything that's going to ruin your life forever, because money comes and goes. And at least we know how to make it now, yeah? It's not like we didn't, like I said in the beginning of the stream, it's not like we didn't make it. It's not like we just sat here and did nothing. We had so much money come and go over the past 2 years. We just suck. We just don't know how to keep it. And that's financial illiteracy. So now we know. And you're young, so you know what it feels like young. So by the time you're 27, you're like, yo, I'm in the mix now. Which 27 is young. Especially if you have everything going. But you'll be alright, Mr. Subway. I don't even know if he listened to all that shit. He left. I appreciate the 5. Bitcoin Bajan for 5 says, I am waiting on the sidelines. Frustrating, was almost going to buy, but feeling like I don't want to lose any more money. I appreciate the 5. Yeah, losing money sucks, man. It's the worst. You know, it is sucks. But I'm not saying not to gamble. Some of you are going to do very well in the next couple of weeks. We should get a relief rally. The same bearish indicators that I show you are all pointing to a relief rally, which is why I hope we get it. Because if we don't get the relief rally, then it means that the indicators are breaking. But those same blue arrows and all that bearish shit I just showed you, the very same indicators, I'm not even changing them around, they also say we should be bullish. This white moving average crossed below the green in 2018. The same thing happened here, and we were bullish. So we should be bullish from here. What happens when the white crosses below the blue? That's gonna come in the next 8 days. White crosses below the blue. Okay, it was actually, yeah, it was bullish. Yeah, it was bullish here as well. And here, look, both times you got a relief rally. So I'm looking for a relief rally here. If we don't get it, then something is wrong. But some people can make, I mean, listen, even I, again, even though I lost everything anyway afterwards, even I made money back here. I had my portfolio back to where it was here. But back here, I was greedy. I said, I need so much money. I need my money back from here. And then I went to 0. I mean, even here, I got the money back again. And I still said it's not enough. And then I went to 0. But that's how I am. I get all the money and then I say I need more. Or I need my money back. Even fucking right here. Yeah, even back here, I got half the money back that I lost from all the way back here. And I said, it's not enough. And now I have nothing. So some of you guys are going to make a lot of money in the next 2 months. And if it's a bull market, then God bless. You know, you made it to the moon. If it's a bear market, you'll get some money, but you probably won't sell because you're going to be so excited that it's at 100,000 that it's like, get fucked. Bears suck. And then it goes down. But the indicators say we should get a relief rally. And we are. Like, let's not pretend we're not up over... We almost bounced 20% already. We bounced 17%, chat. That's a big deal. I think we're going to get a nice rally all the way up to like 102, 103. If I want to really get people bullish, it would be like 106. Which even I would get FOMO at 106 if it happens fast. If it takes until February to get to 106, I actually would get like bear FOMO, I guess. Because if it's bearish, that's where it would be. Because that's where it always is. I'm not making it up like, I'm just pulling time out of my ass. That's where it always is. So if it's there again, then it has to be bearish. because it's always like you're always bearish when you get to that time forever and ever, literally. So it's going to take a while, but it's going to go fast because it's already Christmas and it was just Christmas last year. So it's going to be next Christmas before you know it. So we got to survive until February. But if you want a FOMO win, I'm not telling you not to. I'm not telling you to either. But you just got to make sure if you're gambling, you know the odds are against you. Because we were just in a, and that's why I don't want to gamble, because I just gambled for 2 years when the odds were in my favor and I still lost. So now you want me to gamble when the odds are against me because we're below all the moving averages? You motherfucker. You want me to gamble when the odds are not in my favor? You motherfucker. Look, I'm trying to keep it simple this time. No freaky indicators. First time we're below the moving average since 2022. Bear market. Bear market. If you want to say COVID, fine. Bear market. Bear market. Bear market. I just don't want to play. You know, if you want to say this was a bull market, fine. You got me. Okay. Took 4 months to break out. I'm not overcomplicating it, for me at least. And I'm showing you all what I'm looking at. It's not like I'm trying to show you bullshit to trick you. I'm looking at the same exact things for myself. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I'm looking at things for myself and I'm showing it to you because I'm poor. If I ever make it out of here, hopefully one day I do. I could have, but I guess I never will. No, I will one day. Maybe like what David B said, when I'm 40. I'm not waiting that long. I'm getting out next. I'm not getting out of crypto or like YouTube, but like this whole solving shit, I guess it never ends, but next time I'm taking out something at least. So I don't have to do this, like my life depends on it, because it does now, but the goal is to make sure we don't have to have our life depend on it. We can forget about being a millionaire. I'll never be a millionaire. David B can make it. I'm not going to make it. But if I can just get to a comfortable spot, which I could have been in already, at least if I get back there with a different mindset, it'll be much better off. I'll be much better off because I'll have a different foundation for my life. Because once your brain is fried, you're going to lose everything anyway, man. That's just how it is. Bitcoin Bajan for 10 says, how much could 800 shares of MicroStrategy be worth in the next bull run? I appreciate the 10, man. That is awesome. It helps a lot in times of despair. Well, I'm not... Oh, even this moving average is beautiful. Yeah, we got to get a bounce here, chat. Dude, the moving averages are so good when you don't overcomplicate it. We got to get a bounce here, chat. Yo, we got to get a bounce, chat. Where are we looking for? Whoa. If MicroStrategy goes to 270, that's going to be some serious FOMO. I mean, listen, I'm not going to pretend to know exactly what MicroStrategy is going to do. There is a scenario where the top is in for MicroStrategy forever. Let's say it goes down to $80 and it just gets a 618 retracement next market cycle, and then it's bearish. That's what a lot of the Bitcoin miners did this time. So there is a scenario where it only goes to 260. However, if we get through 260 and 358, I don't know where the bottom is. This is just a rough draft. There's a really good chance it's going to go back up to make a new high. I think $900 is possible. I really do. Like, I know that's a fucking Moonboy prediction, but they have 650,000 Bitcoin and they're still buying. So, like, you don't think they're going to get to a new all-time high if they have more Bitcoin than they did previously? I think they might, dude. So I think it's possible that 900 is in play. But there's a timely manner that we're gonna have to manage because MicroStrategy made a new high when we were super duper uber bullish, but the miners did not. Actually, I think Riot just made a new high. Yeah, you can see here Riot barely missed a 618 retracement. But even here, you still got a 7x or 5x, I guess. Yeah, no, that is like a 6x. It was 350 and it went all the way to $21 almost. Yeah, Riot's actually doing pretty good. Yeah, even though it was a shitty bull run. But look at this, but look at this dude. Look at the size of this move. That's why. From the COVID low to the top, it did a 100x. That shit's never, you're never gonna get 100x. Just wake up. All right, I finally woke up. Never happening. But I appreciate the 10 from Mr. Bajan, Pajama Pants. We told you XRP can go to $4. You guys better watch my MicroStrategy video. I need to find another niche. The Doge boys are leaving me hanging. I need to find another niche quick. Hello, everyone. I see your thesis was MicroStrategy, but there is a chance they may have to sell Bitcoin. I mean, they made it through 2022 and they didn't sell Bitcoin. Why would they have to do it this time? Hello, everyone. Oh, you could buy Solana. Is that kid in the chat? Not that kid. I'm not even gonna say his name now. That was not nice. Well, he's not. It wasn't like a bad thing, but he's young, so I call him a kid. Dude, tell that kid to get back in here, that fat fuck. It's really not funny, but it is to me. I gotta stop that for the new year. I'm gonna be clean. Yo, if that guy can save his money and get back to 10K, he can buy Solana at $30 and he can get right back to 100,000. You guys don't think Solana will go back to $30 if it was already down here? It's the same it's the same exact price. And it's the same time too. Look, January of 2022. It's December. So all you have to do is scoot this to the right. Scoot, 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 skirt, skirt. Okay, $60. I don't know if there's going to be an FTX collapse again. Skirt, skirt. That was cringe. Just start making videos on top 100 coins, 100 videos posted every week. Yeah, I already did that, brother. That's why my channel is where it is. I have a bunch of dead subscribers. That formula only works in a bull market. That's what I used to do. Why you don't want to talk about Dogecoin? I talk about Dogecoin every day, my brother in Christ. You guys are not giving me the views I deserve. No, I'm just kidding. The views are declining every single day because Doge is losing interest because it's a bear market. So at some point, the videos will get less than 1,000 views, which means that there's just no revenue. There's nothing there. I'm gonna have to find something else. Not good. Not good. No bueno. Es no bueno, por favor. Necesito views and dinero. I wish I could get on the XRP train, but they won't let me. People like Ryan are gatekeeping the community. I can't get in. I'm 28 and got burnt this cycle. Next bear cycle, I'm buying MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. Ain't touching nothing else. Maybe I'll have it together by 30. Yeah, 30, man. That's a scary number. Fucking A. Fucking A. Son of a bitch. Yeah, 30's still young, though. You'll gotta figure it out, man. Start a karate club. Why? So I could get shot? Yeah, I mean, even today, dude, we didn't even crack 200 viewers. That's how you know it's a bear market, man. We're pulling less than 200 viewers 2 days in a row. I don't care. I'm happy with my 150. I'm just saying the data says that's not bullish. That's bad, chat. That's really bad. You say 30 is still young. What do you mean by that? No, 30's, that's too old for me. I gotta stop saying that too, starting today. 30's not old, but in the context that you're using. In the context that you're using. You say 30 is still young. What do you mean by that? 30 is not young. I'm sorry. I meant 20. People that buy MSRT at 1,000, these brains need to be studied. Is that you in your profile picture? No way. Is that you? You look like Indian or Pakistani or something. Are you a doctor? Why are there so many doctors in the chat? How do I make this guy's profile picture larger? I don't think I can. He looks like a doctor putting up the peace sign. I was supposed to escape this year and it didn't happen. I mean, I was supposed to escape a year ago. I did it. I had the chance. The door was wide open for me to escape the life and have a new life, but I said, nah, I don't. Yeah, having a good life is not good enough. I want it to be perfect. If it's not perfect, then I don't want anything. So then life said, okay, then take nothing. And that's where I am. That's literally what happened. So now I have to start all over again from scratch. But you can look at it two ways, as we always say. You can look at it and say boo-hoo, or you can look at it from, okay, well, at least now I have a roadmap. I have a roadmap, and I'm 40 pounds, 30 pounds lighter. Almost 40 pounds lighter, yeah. So next time I get back to the top of the mountain, I'm going to be in a better position to capitalize on it and stay there. My biggest mistake was gaining all that weight, bro. That shit ruined my life. Can someone start a beef in the chat? There's nobody here. It's the same 10 people over and over again. DK Insight is also 28. There's a lot of 28-year-olds in the chat. You guys are grouchy for 28. You made your food channel this year, so that's a good accomplishment. Because that's not an accomplishment, though. I'm losing money on my food channel. You don't have to give me positive feedback. You can be negative, Nancy. Just be like the rest of the chat. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much. Psycho Pearl says never getting that money back. Dude, I'm never gonna forget your message. It said, after holding for 4 long years, I finally decided I had to sell my Phantom. Remember when you said that? Which you actually made the right decision too. See? Oh shit, it actually came down here. See, you made the right decision, man. Yeah, what if... Is Phantom gonna be a good play next market cycle? Hold on now, chat. Do you buy Phantom at... Wait, hold on, chat. Do you buy Phantom at 4 cents? Because in 2021, it had a monster rally. Hold on now, chat. Let him cook. Oh, it's not here. Can't even see it. Good evening, everyone. Smoke a fat bowl of hopium, inhale, exhale, chat. Hello, everyone. Why would you buy a dead coin? Mr. Meow, I have to keep the hopium flowing through the channel or my channel will die. I appreciate the YouTube tips. I appreciate you showing me how to run my channel. Inflation on age, no joke. No, I think it's actually the opposite. The people are younger now. Buy fetch at 4? Why would I buy fetch, like Mr. Meow said? I agree with Mr. Meow on this one. Why would I buy that rubbish? I pulled up in a ghost. Yeah, this coin had a nice run, but it's done, man. I'm never gonna get a 50x, dude. Yo, you guys are telling me this is a bull market, Anon? This coin has been going straight down for 2 years. It does say a rally's on the horizon, though. So, buckle up. Buckle up, buckaroo. What's loop? Is loop ring still going down? Oh, man. It just doesn't want to bounce. Yeah, loop ring is fucked, man. That shit's done. Oh, what happened to GameStop? Oh, it bounced. GameStop to the moon? Ban that guy? Ban who? Yeah, DK Insight shocked me because he's a very angry little bastard. Bitcoin Bajan, this fucking guy just refuses to buy anything that doesn't go to 0. Suku! Zaw! What all? What we all? Suku! Come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? How you doing? What are you doing? This fucking guy. Come on, man. What are you doing? This guy said Suku. You motherfucker. Dude, my foul language is off the charts today. You motherfucker. What are you doing, you motherfucker? You could have bought any other thing in the world and you buy this? This fucking piece of shit. Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, man. I'm not even gonna analyze this coin, brother. Just pick something else. Give me something else to look at. I'm not even bothering. I appreciate the 5, but submit another option. This coin is done. I worked 2 jobs for years to invest and reinvest just to waste time in the end. Trust me, I get how you feel. I understand, but there's still hope. You know, 28 isn't that young, but you're still young enough to make a change. but I think you only have 1 or 2 more tries to change your life. All right. 28 is young, but it's not young. 28 is young, but it's not young to where you can't know what the fuck is going on. You know? Like Subway's 22, so he could be lost for another 5 years. If you're 28, you can't be lost. You have to have a direction. But you're still young enough to act on that direction. So you could still turn your life around, man. I have faith. You thought Suku was going to $1? Nah, that shit's done. Flare. This isn't as bad, but it's still bad. Because it's been bearish since February. So you got to ask yourself, Mr. Bajan, what is your goal here? Do you just have to have exposure? Like you can't not be in the market? And I understand that's been my viewpoint for my whole life. I can't not have crypto. I must be in. If that's the case, you might as well just buy Ethereum. Because your downside is limited to 50%, but your upside is limited to 200%. This coin is definitely better than whatever you just showed me. But again, I can't ignore the elephant in the room that you're making lower highs every time you bounce. So at some point, this low is not going to hold anymore, and it's going to break down. Could you get a relief rally? Yes, because every time Bitcoin has bounced, this coin has bounced. So this may be a better option. I don't know what this is. I remember XRP made a flare coin. I don't know if that's what this is, or maybe it isn't. But you may be gambling that the bottom is going to hold. At some point, the bottom will not hold, but this is not the worst coin. Every time it comes to this level, we seem to bounce. So if you just can't, you just have to be in, I need it. You can't not be in the market. This is not the worst option. But remember that at some point in time, the bottom will fall out and it will capitulate down by 30%. So if you want to take the gamble, it's up to you. I would say if Bitcoin does get that relief rally to 100,000, this coin should rally back up to 1.6. And obviously, if we get over 1.6, you could get a big rally up to 23. I do think 23 will end up marking the top in the event that it gets up there, just because when Bitcoin went from 10K to 100K, this coin still made lower highs. So if Bitcoin makes a lower high, this coin will also make a lower high. So I would say not the worst option. If you have to gamble, you have to gamble. I get it. It's not the worst option. It is bearish below 15 and it is bearish below 17. If it gets over 17, you should get a clean run to 24, which is a 2x from the bottom. At any time, breaking below 12 will send it down to 0. But this is a better option than that rubbish you showed me about 5 minutes ago. But I appreciate the 5. I got an airdrop. Yeah, so people are dumping this coin just because they got it for free. If this is the same coin, I'm not sure. Maybe it isn't, but... Feeling like I have to be in the market might be a disease. Yeah, it is. It's Shadow Realm syndrome. Everyone in crypto who never made money has it. And I'm not saying that you never made money. I don't know your situation. But what I can say is if someone has not made money in crypto, they have Shadow Realm syndrome, which is they have to be in the market because they can't miss the next all season. Most people in crypto have it. That's why when you tell them it's bearish, they call you fat and bald or whatever. Dude, I was looking at this guy's YouTube comments. His whole community is turning on him. It's really sick. I don't know what he said in the past, but I'm looking at his comments and everyone is just making fun of him. And they're all bullish. So it's just like, whenever someone says it's bearish, you don't agree with them. Like you just, even though they're showing you all of the data, you just don't want to believe it. So you tell them that you don't believe it. It's wrong. And it's an illness. It's a shadow realm syndrome. That's what it is. That's why if you take your money out, and I'm not saying to do this, I'm just saying in general, not even take your money out. If you don't own something, it's a lot easier to have a direct view on it. Like when I look at these shit coins, I don't have them. So it like this coin is bearish. But if I had all my money in this coin, I would be saying, well, it is possible that it's forming a rounded bottom and it's going to go like this. Like I've done that. Like in the summer, my coins were so bearish. Like my brain said, holy shit, they're about to go straight down. But my shadow realm syndrome said they can't go straight down. We're in a 4-year cycle, bull run. We need alt season. I'm going to get my money and we're going to be good. But my brain said, dude, these coins are so bearish. And of course they were bearish and I lost a lot of money. I don't have this coin. This coin is so bearish, man. I mean, it's making lower highs across the board. You can only bounce a basketball so many times before it stops bouncing and pops. Every time you bounce the ball, it just gets weaker and weaker until it doesn't bounce and then it just goes down. So the shadow realm syndrome is we need the money to go up so we can live a happy life. But even though it's not bullish anymore, we don't want to believe it because it can't be bearish. The market didn't even go up. So yeah, it is a mental illness, and I have it too. Everyone in here probably has it. Most people in crypto have the shadow realm syndrome, which is you have to be all in. You're gonna miss the next alt season. Holy fucking shit. That's what it is. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Look at the size of this candle. Holy fucking shit. And it doesn't help that the YouTube grifters are pushing the narrative either. So it's a recipe for failure. I think if you're doing crypto and you don't go on YouTube and you just stick to yourself, you'll probably do very well. Because you go on YouTube for confirmation bias and they tell you what you want to hear. So then you say, oh, I'm going to stick around. This community sounds great. And then the coin goes straight down. It's like, holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh, the devs are rugging the coin. You got to stick to the fundamentals. It's just a cesspool. I think I'll just stick with Uniswap. Yo, I just said that because of the burn mechanism. That's dude, I said that without even reading the chat. I'm telling you, there's always a cope that's attached to it. It's a syndrome. Oh, I'll just stick with this because of the dev. Like you typed that as I said that. You're gonna stick with Uniswap because of the burn mechanism. This thing is forming a gigantic head and shoulders. You know? It's all fucked, man. It's bad. It's all fucked. The question is, are we going to get a relief rally or not? Because if we can get a relief rally, then you could get a big spike. And then, but even this, does this even seem realistic? This is July of 2026. Now we're moving the goalpost out to the summer. I think it's easier to just get the shit over with, send it down, and then the next bull run can start. But it's bad. Like I understand and it's sad because I've had so much money come and go and I didn't manage to like just extract some of it and say just take it and put it somewhere. You know, because I have the same illness. No, I need $1 million. I need this money and I just can't. It's an illness. But being poor is also an illness for some people. Obviously some people have no choice, but like some people just can't stop gambling till they go all the way back to zero. And I don't want to go. I told myself I would never go back down that path ever again. So I'm done. I'm not gambling anymore. The bear will make new lows for many coins. I wish I didn't make so much money from Doge last cycle. I lost everything I made last cycle. Yeah, it's tough, man. But listen, we could sit here being all poopy pants, or we can say, what do we do next time? That's why I'm not even dwelling about the cycle. The reality is my life has been over, or not my life, but that life has been over for over a year now. So like my new life is closer than the old life. So I'm looking at it from that perspective. I'd rather just turn my attention to the next couple of years to where I could get my life back to where I want it to be. Because now it's been in a year. So 1 year from now, I could be in a really good position again. So I'd rather focus on that. And how old will I be? I mean, I'd be getting up there, so I can't go back in time. Gold and silver miners. What's a gold miner? Nug? Oh, this is an ETF. Was it Nugget? Oh, nice. Yeah, this thing did a 5x this year. Yeah, I remember Nugget. Dude, I remember this in 2017. It was just always bearish. Yeah. This was a 2018 penny stock. It's just always bearish. It just turned bullish after 8 years from when I found it. But yeah, I mean, now you're talking about trading, though. Now you're talking about branching into other markets, which at this point we might have to. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's why I'm accepting the crypto pipe dream that was sold to me is dead. Doesn't exist anymore. That's why the jabronis that are telling you you're early when the price has accelerated from 1 cent to $100,000, like, come on, man. The crypto pipe dream is dead. Just let's see where we're at in 2 months. We're about to get a really big bull run. Not a big bull run, sorry. We're about to get a big bounce. All right, if we make a new all-time high, then you can all get all your money back. If we don't make a new all-time high, then we shouldn't make a new high. If we're bullish, we should make a new high in January. If we don't make a new high in January, then time to prepare for the capitulation. Not financial advice. Gonna spend some time to understand DeFi and how these guys make 16. Yeah, and then the one liquidity pool that you use gets hacked and they drain all your money. Everything you see on the internet is fake, brother. All of that shit you'll see in a bear market gets drained. I had a DeFi protocol that was giving me $1,000 a day at the end of 2021. But that wasn't enough, so I put more money in and more money in and more money in, and then it went to zero. DeFi is the biggest scam of them all. It's all fucking scam. It's all a scam. Remember Strong? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. What are you gonna do right now? That's your question. What are you gonna do right now? Okay, for me, I'm making my new plan already. The life I had, I think about it every single day. There's nothing I can do. So now I turn my attention to the life I can have, which I also think about every single day. And I can see that it's possible to get there. So what I do now is, how do I get there? And I started already. I'm trying to take the steps to get there. And before you know it, we'll be there again. We'll be older, which is unfortunate, but there's no way to not get older unless you die. So do you want to either get older or do you want to die? I don't want to get older, so sorry, I do want to get older. I don't want to die, so I guess I'll get older. It's a good alternative to dying, getting older. They mine gold in California. ANPMF. Yeah, but that sounds like an OTC stock, which is going to be like buying a coin on Dex Screener. ANPMF. Yeah, it is an OTC stock. Yeah, it had a nice bull run for sure. Nicely done. 14x. But again, it's like it's the same thing as buying dog with hat. This does look bullish though. We should get this relief rally, man. All right, chit chat, Kit Kat. It's been a pleasure. No food shilling today. There's only 160 people, and I'm assuming you're already subscribed, so I'm not going to shill my food channel. USA is a sinking ship. It says Happy Goyam. All right, chat. It's been a pleasure. This guy's advertising his food channel. Do I ban him? Hold on a second. Hold on, cuz. Let him cook. No pun intended. Hold on. This guy's making food content. Apparently this guy's in the live stream right now. Or maybe he isn't. Hold on, let him cook now.
I'm going to be doing a taco dog fusion, which is, of course, totally healthy, just like everything I cook.
This guy's in the chat. Or he's not in our chat, but he's in the Discord. Ban that guy? Yeah, he's got a hazmat suit.
Meal prep,
whoa, what is that?
I drive for a living, so I try to prep meals for 5 days. It takes,
Yeah, this guy does have a nice house, and he doesn't send me super chats.
Would you stop that? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the JNP.
Oh, no, he edited the video.
For 5 days. It's really just not what you want. I'm going to add some corn to it.
Whoa, this guy's loaded.
Meal. Of it's going to be gone here in a minute. Onions, jalapeno.
Oh, he's fucking putting hot dogs? I never thought of that. He's putting low-grade hot dogs and high-quality beef. Hot dog chili.
It's clad large in there. I drive for a living. Okay, like I say, I do meal prep because I drive for a living, so I have to have...
He said it 3 times. I drive for a living. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. I drive for a living.
I used to call it we used to call them cigarette lighters, but I guess it's an all... Then you pretty much have a, and onion, a good chopping.
A good chopping?
Jalapeno and onion, a good chopping. Gonna give this jalapeno and onion a good chopping.
Good chopping. All right, that'll do it for today, chat. So enjoy your day wherever you may be. We're on the road to February. All right, if we don't make a new all-time high in January, then you'll know that it's bear market. So as always, it is just my opinion. None of this is financial advice. I greatly appreciate all the support. Even though we had less than 200 viewers, we still did hit the super chat quota. So I really am grateful for the super chat people keeping the lights on. And I got a MicroStrategy video coming out in about an hour, so I would greatly appreciate it if you watched it, because I would like to get into the MicroStrategy clan. I still made my Doge video too, but I'm making both now. And we'll be back tomorrow. So enjoy your day. None of this is financial advice. Bye.